All right, everybody, welcome to 3M. We are super excited to host you for CES 25. Throughout the week, we're hosting a series of thought leadership sessions where we have world-class technical experts come on stage, talk about everything from climate tech, data centers, worker safety. But today, right now, we're going to be talking about what's next in automotive manufacturing. And we've got a great partnership here with two iconic brands, 3M, GM. I'd love to have a warm welcome to the stage from 3M, Marcus Pelletier, from GM, Ryan Odegaard.
So, thank you all for being here. As Mike said, I'm Marcus Pelletier. I am a Global R&D Director of Systems Development at 3M, and we are going to be presenting the 3M Finesse-it robotic paint repair system that we partnered with GM to deploy in one of their production facilities.
And I'm Ryan Odegaard. I'm the Director for Paint, Polymers, and Additive Manufacturing at General Motors. And I think it was really important to participate in this today because this is what I like to refer to as kind of the final frontier of automation in a high-volume paint shop. And this is really the finesse and inspection area of the paint shop. At GM, many of our processes are already automated, and this is a very, very complicated area to think about automating. And just to give you a little bit of background on why we would look at automation in this case is really when you look at a high volume paint shop, and I don't care if it's building, world-class, vehicles, or even in the industrial space, building products. If you have a customer-facing product, you have to make sure that that paint finish is perfect because it's the first thing you see when you go into a dealership to see our product. And the thing about paint, and I've been in paint almost 30 years, there's always surface imperfections that occur in any paint process, whether it's automotive or industrial, right? And those paint surface issues have to be resolved at the end of your process. And traditionally, that's all been a manual process, right? For years and years and years, it's a manual process. Basically, you have layers of inspection and layers of people that are interfacing with that surface to correct those surface issues, right? To make sure that we're delivering a perfect paint job to the customer every cycle, every time. So in 2015, we went about trying to determine, hey, could we automate the inspection piece? We started there because anytime you have manual inspection of a product, you can have subjectivity, right? At the end of the day, manual process can be subjective. And that data that we can achieve from inspection is incredibly important because you use that for problem solving back in your process. So in 2015, we went down the path of, hey, let's partner and take a look with companies to see if could we automate the inspection process. And as we iterated that process, we got to a point where we've got this huge data set, right? We're taking over 10,000 images per vehicle. And we'll get into the details of that in a minute here, but 10,000 images of, per vehicle going through there. Now by applying machine learning and AI, we can identify with very high accuracy where that issue is on the surface, and we can identify what it is. So then we surmise, hey, we could possibly automate this, right? We could automate the correction of those surface issues. And really, the natural partner for that was to go to 3M, because for years and years, we've worked with 3M in our manual processes to deal with this in our manual finesse and polish decks. And really the strong partnership with their expertise in material science and abrasive science was critical. So it was kind of an easy jump to go to 3M to look at partnering on this project. So Marcus is going to kind of get into that surface science and that piece of the project.
So this is a very challenging problem to automate. It's highly multivariable, and it's pretty random. The imperfections could be of any type randomly. They could be of any size randomly, in any place on the vehicle randomly. And we don't know that information until after the vehicle has been painted. Typically, a robot program in an industrial process is a fixed program. There might be 100 of them, but they're fixed. You ask it to run number 1, number 2, and it does number 1, number 2. In this case, we have an infinite combinations of possibilities that we might need to do. So we engineered a new solution that actually takes all that data coming from the vision systems that were installed telling us about those imperfections. And we create a repair plan, a custom trajectory, real time, every time, and apply it to that vehicle. There is a lot of other variables going on. How old is the paint? Paint that is 30 minutes old sands very differently than paint that is 48 hours old. Completely different process. Where are you at on the disc? You have one disc, but it can do 1, 2, 3, 6 spots. Abrasives are not constant. So how it cuts on point 1 versus how it cuts on point 6 is very different. So we're modifying that recipe every time. Lastly, the substrate happens to be highly reflective, highly visible, and pretty expensive. Our consumable product here, and now the robotics, is called Finesse-it for a reason. You have to have finesse to be able to do this kind of work. And on top of it all, which is really incredible, it's all happening while the car is moving. So the car is moving down, the robots are doing their thing with very low forces, very low control. But because this is such a multivariable problem that involves robotics and process and materials and surface science, 3M decided that we wanted to own all parts of this process. So we provide the abrasive, we provide the tooling, we provide the software, and we have decades and decades of application engineering experience that comes along with it. We baked all that application engineering experience into the product, in the software, but also needs to go hand in hand in order to qualify it at each customer installation. We also have various real-time things that have to happen. For example, the vehicle's position could be slightly off. And so when you're descending down onto the vehicle, we're actually, as that robot's going down, we are streaming information to that robot approximately every 10 milliseconds. And because we're doing it in a streaming fashion real time, when we detect something happens, when the tool touches the car, we know that happens. We can modify our trajectories dynamically on the fly so that we end in the right spot every time, that we're not missing the car or pushing too hard in the car and things of that nature. Next slide, please. We also have this handsome guy here in the lab. We also have 17 robotic labs just for abrasives at 3M around the world. And what we do with these labs is we bring in customer parts. We bring in customers with their problems and we find solutions. And we do the same thing here. We can spray paint, we can bring in their parts and spray their actual paint, and we can come up with the actual repair plans and trajectories in there at our facility before we've even made it to the customer's facility. Uptime is very important. Downtime is very looked frowned upon at those facilities. So we want to have that installation go as quickly as possible. You mentioned the subjectivity to a lot of this. And even in the recipe development, when we were developing this, we had to also develop proprietary new vision technology to quantify things that have never been quantified before. So when you do the repair process, you're not only fixing the imperfection, you have a lot of opportunities to create new problems. Scratches, haze, not properly repairing the defect. And so we had to learn how to quantify that kind of process information and use that to do design of experiment work in our lab, which we then cascade out to the customers. All that customization, though, is based off of a base recipe. And so we work with the customer to develop the base recipe, which is based on the paint and the colors they're using, the ambient conditions, also the abrasive that we chose. We have this base recipe that then gets modified real time. But the base recipe is fully open. So the customer wants to change forces, they want to change RPMs, they want to change sizes, trajectories, the circle diameter. All that stuff is available to the customer and the results so that they can own this process and run this process even without us there. Next slide. And now a video that we're very, very excited about showing this off in GM production facility. So in paint itself, everything you saw here was on the top coat, the clear coat. We can do it on e-coats and on primer coats, potentially on bare metal. All these kinds of things are in the automotive area. But we're also continuing to develop all the time for the paint, but also for other applications, random orbital sanding, metalworking, casting and forgings. We have abrasive operations all over the place, and we've been doing it in our labs for like 30 years with abrasives and robots. So bringing that out to the customer delivers new values in new ways. On the development side, we have new technologies around sensing, we have new customer delighter features, and things of all that. We chose the hardest path on purpose. We don't want to tackle the easy problems. The easy problems others are solving. We wanted to find the hard problems and showcase our capabilities and deliver that value. And we're going to continue doing that, always for abrasives. So thank you very much for your time. Back here in the collab, we have a robot and that same video playing, showing all this stuff off. And then Ryan and I will both be available for any questions that anyone has. Thank you.